Let's flip an account. Hello my friend, what is going on? Your host Kawan. Welcome to your channel where I share videos about Forex mainly, trading, Forex pairs, gold, silver, and recommending you great products that has potential helping you along the way, mainly with your trading journey. And if that interests you, please consider subscribing to my channel, activate the bell, and comment below throughout my video after watching my videos. I hope you watch a couple of my videos at least, and give me your opinion, suggestion, how you found my video, my approach about trading mainly, and the other things. It will be appreciated, and I would definitely consider your opinion and suggestion. So I kind of thought why I'm not having some kind of challenges in terms of live accounts, kind of flipping accounts, like flipping, let's say, account balance to X amount. And so I'm gonna have a series of videos doing that on daily basis, and I don't know, so shall I do a video every week about the amount I got the account balance to by the end of the week, which obviously I just be able to make videos on weekends. Here you go, it's Sunday, obviously I'm making this video. So what I'm gonna do, which I started already, it was on Friday, so let me go to my account. So this is a live account, as you see guys, live. Obviously I'm gonna blur this bit out from IC market. And at the moment actually is £16.31, Great British Pound. And what I did, it was on Friday I started doing it, and actually this reached to £20 even, because obviously it's trading, so it went all the way down. I think it wasn't a sell. Yeah, I saw both pairs, CAT JPY and CAT CHF. So both combined obviously is the beauty of getting as many pips as you can, really, with the smallest lot size, which is 0.01. That's the beauty of it. So by that point I was in £20, meaning I was actually the equity was £20, more than £20. So that means like in one day I kind of doubled the account. But I didn't close it because I thought it's gonna go lower down anyway. But I put the stop loss, and then they in retracement it hit the stop loss on both, and then I ended up with £6 instead of £10. Anyway, that's not really matter. What I'm trying to do is like flipping it. So I try to make it as big as possible. So let's say I grow the account. Yeah, so at the moment actually I started with 10. You can see I kind of deposited money, so I'm gonna blur this out, but this means I deposited money. And what was it? It was like £10. So actually got it to £10, and then actually I ended up finishing that day, Friday, with £6 profit, which is like 60%. Oh yeah, well, that's the safest. So I really wasn't really gambling, was it? But I went with the smallest possible lot size, and both together like 0.02, both positions combined, while I had two losses with silver. But with silver, guys, so why I closed them down, it's not like I don't know where what direction market was going, really. It was more because that's the issue with the small account balances, because at past I tried to flip trading gold and silver, and then even I tripled the account size, which was like maybe £10. I made £30, like made it £30, more than £30 in matter of 1 hour, 2 hour trading silver. But then I wanted to get more carry on trading in. But then if it comes down a bit further down, as we know, it's so volatile, silver. So it's going to come down. Our retracement was a bit further down than what you really could afford by your as tiny account balance. What would happen then? IC market, your broker, in my case IC market, would close your account, your position down. They close them down. So that's a really tricky part, which I'm not sure whether carry on trading silver or stick to normal forex pairs, which is way more reliable because they just move slower, and then you could catch more pips and try to do your part that way, like grow your account that way. So how I'm gonna kind of rely is not relying, but you can change these things over here. I may put this it's called 20 challenge kind of spreadsheet, where you can kind of have a reference what you could expect, but in a real market it would be different, but you could expect around these figures. So let's say if you start with 16, which is my case, obviously I started with 10, but then right now for the startup week I'll be starting with like 16 pound. So I could expect like depending on lot size, I go 0.03 all the way down. I could expect these numbers as my profit based on 20 pips. This is like 20 pips, so I could change this to 30 pips or 50 pips. Let me change this to 30 pips. Let's see what would be different. But again, 30 pips obviously would be a bit obviously more time consuming and more out of reach ish, especially if you try to just get in and get out kind of scalp. It's gonna be less reachable, but if you do 20 pips, it's really reachable, and then you may end up do a couple of trades per day instead of like 1 or 2 or 3 maximum trades per day. The lower pips, you're gonna end up with more quantity wise trades. But if you do 30, as I changed this to 30, look at the profit change to 78 from 52,000 after 30 trades, based on actually following these lot size and guidelines, how you expect to change over time. But this is if you win all these trades. So from the point, let's say I made it all the way here, and then here I lost, I risked 30% of my account, which is 242, and then I lost it. So I have to go back, I think, to this stage, and then try to make it gain the whatever I lost, like $42, and then come back here and then carry on from this point downward, actually, throughout the rest of the kind of plan I have. So this plan is for 30 successful and win trades, and then by the end, based on whatever figure you put over here, whatever figure your starting balance is, let's see if my starting balance is $1,000 or 1,000 pound. Things will change significantly, guys. So, well, 1,000 and for 1,000, obviously, lot size is small anyway. But for 1,000, we can expect $79,000 after 30 trades. Yeah, and then if I change this to maybe 50 pips, it's just fun to look. And if I drag it all the way down, so this is obviously just for trying it out. So I put 10 pounds, so it can be lost. I don't mind it. And if I just go down and then say copy this, and then we could end up with 131,000 pounds, 132,000 pounds almost, if I catch 50 pips per trade, exactly following these lot sizes, and my starting balance was 1,000 pounds, and exactly following all these, I could expect around 131,000 pounds after 30 trades. But obviously my My starting balance is 16, and then I wish to go, obviously, when I say 20 pips, this is kind of minimum, guys. So this is kind of minimum. Maybe first one I do 20, and then on second one I do 45 or 70. I don't know. So I'm gonna follow the trend. So first of all, it's a confusion for me which pair I have to go, because with gold is a bit gold and silver, especially silver, is really volatile. So I don't know, would I afford, let's say drawdown, or IC market would close it down for me. So it's a bit tricky, but then at the same time I could catch way more pips, and then maybe do bunch of them in one day. While at the other hand, drawdown can be issue, and then closing your trades, and then just wiping your account. Versus normal Forex pairs, I could go with any let's say Great British Pound pairs, or NZD pairs, CAD pairs, AUD pairs, USD, Euro, the other normal Forex pairs, moving way slower, but then would be way safer, which I did with this one, as I showed you. So what I did was on CAD JPY and CAD CHF. So going back to this one, so here, as I said, if I keep, so minimum target is 20 pips, guys. So that's for me trying to grow this account. So if I take it all the way down, this is minimum, guys. So I'm not gonna so I'm not gonna limit myself to 20, even in the first trade. So I may aim for, if I saw I have for opportunity to go for 40, well, I'm gonna stop it in 20. So that's just mad, isn't it? This is like minimum I could get. So these numbers are based on minimum 20 pips. So if I do this, so whatever you see here is each time we just aim for 20 pips. But again, as I told you, I keep saying, I'm not gonna limit myself. If I see the opportunity dragging the trade, so I do definitely that, and with more profit. Obviously, we are after profit, and especially being this one being live, so I'm not gonna just be happy with the lowest. Obviously, that's the plan to go. Yeah, I may put this, as I said, for you guys as well, if you wanted to try it out for yourself. It's nice to having such thing, because 20 pips is so possible. It's so possible to catch. So if I go to, my favorite, silver. So here what we have. So based on, if you followed my videos, guys, so how I trade. First of all, I find the time frames, and to see what we are like on multiple time frames. But based on scalping, maximum I go is 5 minutes or 50 minutes. So I don't go 1 hour. I don't check 1 hour or whatever. So maximum I check is 15. But I rely on 5 and 3. So let's say I ended up with 1 anyway. But then what I have this indicator max impulse telling me what's the exposure at that time, at that second. So here we see it's coming down, and then it came down. Okay, we stopped it. It's so important at the closure of your candlestick, do take action or consider whatever you're gonna do. Don't just jump in, okay, because it's under all these moving averages, I'm gonna consider selling. Well, it's not gonna be a right decision to do. Even here, guys, so even here, did it go down? No, it came back. Did it go down? No, it came back up. So that's not the right thing to do. As soon as you see, it's below moving averages. I don't know what moving averages you use, but moving averages I use coming by the other paid indicator I have called GoRain, which soon I'm gonna get the link and then put it in my description, so you guys as well start using it. It's just amazing indicator. I've never seen any great indicator like this indicator is, guys. Definitely is amazing, and it's gonna help you a lot. So back to our analysis. Over here we see a big red candle. Okay, am I going to intersell? No, hell no. And then I'm gonna wait again. This is like 1 minute, especially with silver. It's just gonna pass like this so fast. Everything is gonna happen in a so fast phase. So it's gonna go down. I'm gonna wait for a closure. So did it close? Yeah, close. So what would happen here then? What's the next one color? So I see it's in red, but is it a pure red? Let's see. Pure red? No. What is it then? So it's red, but with a white outline around it, meaning there is still pressure of kind of resistance of buyers pushing the price up, while sellers are trying to carry on going down and down as they can. So we ended up with closure of this, but then with the white clearly around it. Even this one had the white, so meant, you see, even this one had white, meant like there is big pressure and big resistance by the buyer over here, guys. Not letting them to push the price as much as really below this area, below this zone. Let's see this zone. But then right after that clearly happened. So we have off of green, which is blue, meaning so buyers are really trying to take over at this point. So one up, one down, one up, up, up. So a series of up, off of green candles, meaning really the sellers kind of lost all their strength and power, really. But then the next one, again, remember, here to me is consolidation zone. So always count all the wick, guys. Always count all the wick. So you see here, I'm not doing anything here. This one even is inside. Here, because it's small, so I pay attention to every single thing I have, guys, to patterns, to candlesticks, to the color of them, to the zones, to the moving averages, to the signals, to this and that. So it's not easy, guys, but it's possible to make money on Forex and be successful. And next one was off of green as well, blue, but was the obvious thing around it. We have a red outline around it, meaning, well, for some reason, somehow, sellers try to push, but they really couldn't do, because it's off green, it's blue, and then they did all the best they could. So they did it, and then it's kind of not going anywhere, really. It's not price not going anywhere. But next one was a pure blue. You see, it's pure blue. Really power of them. Even if I do another one here, so here we see clearly it's going down. It's going up. And now we see a big green candle. So that to me is really, at this point and this portion of market, let's say at this moment of time, so buyers are in power, and then we're gonna ride the market going up along the buyers who are in charge, and they move the market up. So what we do here, then we try still in moving averages. You see, guys, this is like kind of aggressive type of trading inside moving averages, but then you could wait till it goes up and then try to enter here. Try to enter here outside moving averages. That's what they say all the time, don't they? They say if it's above moving averages, consider buy. If it's below moving averages, consider sell. You see? But then to me, I always have my analysis as well. So I see, okay, it's out of the consolidation zone, and it's showing me the power of buyers, as well as we just spotted a green dot over here telling me, yeah, definitely there is a momentum going up. And so I'm gonna end up having a buy position here. So after closure, so not here, after closure of this big candlestick, I'm gonna have a buy position here. And remember, everything happens so fast, guys. 1 minute. So I'm not gonna just again aim for 20 pips, which is here. That's 20 pips. That's 20 pips, but then, as I said to you guys, I'm not going to limit myself, but that's the minimum I would go and be aiming for. If you notice over here as well, so if I just take this down, you can guys see as well, we also have another confluence telling me as buy signal. Okay, put your buy position here with that stop loss and stuff. Yeah, that could be good reference to go with as well. So that's the Kawan indicator, guys. Yeah, so I'm gonna move this position entry point all the way at the closure of this big green candle. So here we're gonna be, aiming for the long position. Look at the pips, guys. This is all in matter of I will say 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So let's see how many pips we're gonna catch. So this is what I would really want to do. It's a bit, riskier, with silver and a small account size, because I've done it a few times, and then each time after, tripling my account 10 to 30, ended up with, having all my position closed, and, result was like I ended up with having them all wiped, having all my profit wiped with my broker, because of the drawdown. So they don't let you to go below that, because that's really what I don't like about trading with small account size, like 45. So 45 we could get here 45 pips. So let's assume we're gonna go with 45 pips, which is really possible with silver. I'm telling you guys, every day you could get hundreds of pips trading silver and gold, but then riskier, really riskier. So let's see 45. Look at the profit change difference over here. Change to $117,000 after 30 successful trades. Exactly following these again. So going back to trading view. Yeah. So as soon as I see color change with saying while I'm trailing my stop loss, guys, remember I always trail my stop loss. I didn't forget, but just I don't mention because I know you guys as well. If you really know how to trade, you should, or you must be trailing your stop loss, because at any point of time it could carry on going down here. It could carry on going down here. So we're looking for opportunities and then go for the best we could predict, and then ride the trend. Yeah, you see, even here I could trail it here. Let's say here, trail it here, or I could close it here, or I could aim for even more and be, more pips, but then that would be really great. So I think 45 is really nice for it, or 20, depending on what you really want and what you really be happy per trade. And again, same thing happens here. So you see, price is not really going anywhere here, is it? It's kind of consolidation zone here as well. So we see prices going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, till this point. So from this point, I could enter here, but I don't, because again, safety. The further distance you have from the consolidation zone and from moving averages, obviously, would be the better. Again, I could enter here as closer of this big green candle, pure green candle, and aim for all these, which is, you call it 30 pips, guys. You call it 30 pips. That's another 30 pips, and then you do the same here again. Just easy. Well, easy at kind of back testing. We're just going back to see what we could do and how we could do. But in real live market, it's not that easy. I know, because we don't know what is going on. Let's say at this moment of time, we don't have right side of chart, obviously, and then we just go as best as we can to say market direction, which is heading to, alongside we catching those pips moved. So another one here as well. So we wait, we don't do anything in this zone, and at the closure of this big one, I could go with this one and catch another 20 pips. You see, guys? So this is a reference. Again, this is a reference. So I may end up with 20 pips here, 35 pips here, 30 pips here, 23 pips here, 100 pips here. You know, this is just a reference for you guys to expect actually what you could possibly get with a fixed pips. But again, if you were gonna use the same and then do the same, guys, why are you gonna limit yourself? If you knew, market is gonna move way above what you were thinking, why are you gonna miss it? Don't. That's the best example here. Let's say we do the same here. So we have a sell signal here, but am I going to sell? No, hell no. So what I do, I wait for confirmation. Especially while being inside moving averages. No, definitely that's a red flag. No to trade in moving averages unless you really, have some, I don't know, knowledge. Overall price really heading up or heading down overall in hour time frame if you checked, or 15 minutes time frame you check. If you don't check them, just better to not enter in moving averages area. Either above go long, or below go short. So here we don't do anything. Even this one is kind of touching it, so we don't do anything here. But this the second one, I could go and maybe here or here at the closure of it. Here I could aim for whatever pips is gonna give me. So in this case, let's see, it's a massive one, maybe 50 pips. That's like maybe to me looks like 50 pips. Easy 53 pips. 58 pips, guys, for 58 pips. But then how we know we have to get out of trade? So as soon as you see the other one, you just get out the trade, I would say. Yeah. So let's put it in between. Like let's call it 50 pips. Let's call it 50 pips. I would be more than happy with 50 pips. Yeah. Let's call it. We closed it when I saw this coming down, and then because it happens very fast, so I could close around here anyway and halfway. And yeah, that's the way to trade, guys. That's the way I'm gonna plan to trade. Hopefully I wouldn't lose the whatever I made. It's just kind of crazy trading silver and gold, but then reward is way more than a normal Forex players, guys. Believe me, it's just crazy. It gives you tons of pips daily. And here another great example. You see clearly is a consolidation. Clear consolidation, guys. Clear. Okay, so what we have here, based on we're gonna look for possible potential buy or sell signal. So not very far from where we are. Let's say we're around here. We already have this sell signal telling us it could be a potential sell signal, but then don't just enter here or anywhere you want. So again, based on the way I found and based on the way I do trade, I wait till one candle close below, and then I would look for sell trades. So here, let's say here we saw this coming down, but then I really wouldn't go and then open a sell trade here, because I really want to look to see what would be the following. Or because I would call this, or I would drag this, so the way you could understand as well, I would drag this because I could, if you remember, I said count all the wicks as well, so up as well. So we're gonna get all these wicks. So that to me is a proper consolidation zone, guys. So you see, based on that proper drawing the consolidation zone over here, we see price is not really moving on anywhere outside this zone. So based on that, this red candle is still inside this, so I'm not going to count it. So it came down, gone up, 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 down, and up and down now. Okay, from here we see big red candle, series of them, one big, one bigger came out, and then here I see, okay, we have a nice exposure going down, so I definitely go ahead and then enter here. Obviously, again, my video is going to be long, but the shortest I'm gonna close my video and end up my video is better, because I explained everything you really need, guys, and then explain the plan I'm having going forward, flipping an account, which I already made £6 in one day off of 10 pounds account. So on this one, look guys, how many pips you're gonna get. Look guys, look, just look, just ride it guys, believe me, you're gonna be amazed by the profit you're gonna make. That to you is risk reward ratio, but to me, I don't give it down to risk reward ratio. I just see how many pips I'm gonna get. That's all that matters to me. I don't give it down to this number. Yeah. So look how many pips. Still we are catching more. Look guys, 300 pips. 300 pips. Just imagine guys, 300 pips, depending on what lot size you have. If you have one lot size, 300 pips means $3,000. Because 10 one lot size gets you $10 per each pips you market, like price moves. So 300 multiple 10, that's $3,000 just for this trade. If you do one lot size, imagine if you do 0.5, that's 1,500, and just go down and then you figure out how much you could make. That's it guys, that's the way I trade, and definitely watch out for my future videos. I'm gonna have a link to this gold rate indicator. It's a paid indicator, it's amazing, doing great job. Let's check even Bitcoin. Let's try to see how it works on Bitcoin. Well, on Bitcoin, I would say if you do an hour time frame, so let's see. I didn't bring it. Oh yeah. So with Bitcoin, obviously we know overall Bitcoin is gonna just go to the moon, guys. So price is gonna go to, I don't know, $1 million, $2 million, $10 million, whatever. By that time we have to go with the market, and then how it goes up and down, up and down. We just cannot say, okay, I just want to start here and then just say bye forever. No, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Well, overall we know it's gonna just go higher and higher and higher, but it does up and down a lot. So in those up and downs, we have to take advantage. Over here, look, even with crypto, which being the biggest one, Bitcoin, this indicator works amazing, guys. Look, so here it gave me clear sell option or sell signal, let's say, and then look, that's the indicator, guys. That's the gold rate indicator. Just ride it all the way down, ride it all the way down. Here you could go down. Imagine if you were gonna do the consolidation, you're good to go as well doing that. But even not without doing that as well, let's see. You could catch all these moves, guys. You could catch all these moves based on 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame, and you just trail your stop loss as well if you want. Let's say this is a stop loss, this horizontal line, like dot line or dash line, whatever you're gonna call it, is your stop loss, and then you just trail it and trail it and trail it all the way here. Here you see a green dot, meaning shift of trend. Then you just close your position here and then end up with tons of profit. Yeah, that's the way this indicator works as well, and that's the way I'm gonna go ahead with my plan, flipping this account, which is already in £6 profit for 1 day only. Imagine, guys. That's like yeah, that's just a great outcome. But again, it's not really fun, trading with small lot size. But what you can do is, go really riskier and try to flip it to bigger numbers. So I'm not gonna limit. I'm not gonna tell the number I would limit myself to reach to, but I'm saying I'm gonna flip this. I'm gonna aim to flip this, guys. So let's see what will happen. For that, please consider subscribing to my channel, activate the bell. Each time I make an update, you would be the first one to watch and then see how I've done it. And if you like my video, please give your thumbs up, give your suggestion, opinion, and I will check them. I will definitely reply your comments, and then I would appreciate your commenting, your support, and hopefully more eyeballs get to watch my videos, and obviously would help more people out there. And with that said, guys, stay safe, and then I will see you in the next one. Bye.